Hello, everybody. Tracy Hackler with Roadshow Cards back with another stupendous edition of Roadshow Roundup. Episode number 14. We took a week off last week. A lot of people doing a lot of things. We're traveling, entertaining, a lot of business stuff that prevented us from coming to you last week. But we're back now, and I can't be happier that we are. Joined again, the dudes, the fellas, the Roadshow crew, or a lot of them, Cody Krim, Texas Roadshow, Trey Huntsman, looking just so cozy from the Kentucky Roadshow. The mothership, the channel's right there with is that the Golden Gate Bridge behind you in your logo?
Not the actual one, but it is a photorealistic copy.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's Justin and Ryan channels, the dashing twins from Sonoma, California. And then Kevin Kulikowski, he's all business, always, from the New York Roadshow. And it's been a busy couple of weeks, really, in all phases, new releases, hobby shop build-outs. In fact, we have 3 shops that'll be open in the next 6 to 8 weeks, give or take. But the 4th shop has been around, the mothership in Kentucky, and they're also doing some expansion. So more on all this stuff soon. But first, I want to go to Kevin for a shop update because I feel like I picked on Kevin. He didn't deserve it. It wasn't in his control. But as the weeks had passed and we've gone shop updates, Texas usually had a lot going on. California has a lot going on. Trey had new release stuff, but Kevin's progress in his shop had been slow. But that no longer is the case, Kevin. Can you update us on how things are going in Bronxville?
Oh, we are moving. We got a lot of stuff going on. We have a fresh coat of paint. It is very dark. It is going to get people to want to come in and spend money. I learned all about the philosophy or the motives behind paint colors and customer tendencies. Spent way too much time trying to figure out what colors to paint my walls. But yeah, we have paint. We have a lot of other stuff being built out. Our card bar is now, while it is not physically there, we have our blueprints drawn up. We are ready to rock. That is going to be phenomenal. Like I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I mean, stuff is moving quickly. We still have a couple little things that are up in the air regarding security measures. Hoping those get sorted out in the next coming days. But other than that, I mean, it's cool to be able to go in and like, it's funny because I've been in there the past couple of days and like the progress is so tiny, but it's at the point where like, it's like, okay, so they painted everything black and now they're painting the door frames and everything the gray color. And so like when you go in, you wouldn't notice that they spent the whole day painting like the door frames and everything. Right. But like, it's like, oh, okay, now that's done. So,
and did I notice that you had a floor down too, like a new floor? Or is that just me?
That is the floor. Well, they had protective flooring over the work that they were doing, and now that's gone. And the real store's floor is there.
So you're keeping the original floor.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. It was
nice. Really
it was
good.
nice enough that we felt like we didn't have to do anything with that.
Yeah.
But big surprises coming in the form of the card bar. So excited to share that news.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe we can share that real soon.
Sneak peek it here on the roundup. It would have been we're recording on Wednesday. This is Tracy Hackler, by the way, talking. But this is Wednesday that we're recording on, and it was awesome because with so much change going on in the shops, I'm like, oh, let's do another walk-in Wednesday. And so, like troopers, Cody sent one in and Trey sent one in and Kevin sent one in. And I was missing one. And I couldn't, like, where's the other one? Oh, it was the California Roadshow. They didn't send one.
Yeah.
That's wild. I went and took that video an hour before we filmed this podcast to make sure I got it in.
Wait, to be fair, if the channels go after this podcast, they could still send it in before Kevin did New York time.
You know what would be awesome for the viewers?
Yeah.
If you went and did it right now during the podcast and came back, and that would be fun. Would that not be fun?
It's not going to be in real time, though. The viewers are hearing this a day later. They would have already seen the video.
I know, but it's still like
He could
pulling
do
the
it.
curtain back. Okay.
I think-
Okay. So
I think it'd be funny.
it would be funny. But so I say all that to say this. There's just a lot of change. And so if you go now that so much is happening, even in California where you guys had some road bumps and some hiccups and some pauses, the pictures you sent earlier this week and that we posted on the socials, dramatic changes in your place. Yes, at Roadshow Card. So what's happening? We'll get to Cody and Trey in a minute, but what's all going down in California? Because I know your last few updates were not the best, and so now that might be changing.
No, so it's great. We're actually the contractor is back to work finally. Our contractor. So we settled with our landlord, and we had our contractor bring his guys out to finally fix the leak and the big problem that was stopping us from the first go round with all the water coming in and everything. Got that fixed. So now, in order to fix that, they've put up a false wall, and they're going to put concrete all around the perimeter of the back room where our office is. All that is underway. We're waiting on the city to clear that job, and then it'll be done in just a few days. As well as our electrical permits have now been submitted officially for all the new stuff. But then as soon as all that gets cleared, it's really only about 2 weeks worth of work. So wow. We have our muralist on hold for our mural, which we may need to move, learning just, like Kevin said, the little tiny things, right? The paint color, things pop up like this. The way that the security has happened or hasn't happened, we're going to have is going to happen. Yes. The bars are going to be there. And then the way that they retract is going to kind of run into the mural. So the mural needs to be shifted over a little bit. We got a whole lot of stuff going. So excited to share that with you. Excited to get the Walking Wednesday up so everyone can see. And
you were excited enough to send the video too, right? For Walking Wednesday?
Very much so. Yeah. Actually, Wander Frank was very excited about it as well. I was talking to him about
I'm walking.
Yeah.
You were like you were one of 7 people at that game today. Congratulations.
Yeah. Literally, we got to our seats. The usher's like, just sit wherever you want.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I lost it.
You guys are the kings of like awkward transitions. You guys are the Sacramento Kings. You're the Sacramento Kings of awkward transitions.
Harrison Barnes, baby.
That pic that you sent, one of the pics, is that the false wall you're talking about? I'm sure Ryan can plug that in over the screen. But is that one of the?
Absolutely.
Is that the false wall?
Yeah, with all the slants.
Yeah.
In order to elevate the foundation, they need to knock that wall out, lay the concrete down, and then basically build a new wall above the concrete, and then they can knock the false wall down, and the support goes back onto the regular.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I was going to say, we did tease, if you're looking for as much shop updates as possible, we did tease in a video with Mojo Sports. It's now available on YouTube.
He's a friend of the show. We're nothing if not cool content. Well, there's also, I think, another centerpiece attraction of the California Roadshow has been officially secured, and it will be on its way. That we'll preview that at another time.
Be the real star of the show, I think.
Yes,
I think so.
Yeah,
big star.
Agree.
Much like Kevin, I feel like that's something that we could even for our loyal listeners here, we could preview that on the podcast.
Sure, we could.
We could run a sneak peek like that. I feel like that'd be fun.
Yes, I think you're onto something there. Channel.
I think the AW.
He's definitely onto something.
The AWLs would appreciate that, I think.
Yeah, I think so. The award-winning listeners. And speaking of award-winning, going to Texas now, I was there this week and saw with my own eyes what must be an award-winning contracting crew putting up a fabulous card bar. Cody, let us know what's happening in Mansfield, Texas.
Yeah, so we're down to the the bare end of like just the detail stuff, kind of what Kevin was talking about, card bar, flooring, and we're done. We're waiting. We have a security gate that comes in the 11th that should be installed shortly after that, which that was really my fear, is that was going to hold us up even longer to be open, but it looks like that's going to coincide well with when they are finishing up in the shop, and hopefully at that point it's just in the city's hands on giving us the go ahead to allow people in our building. So
COA, baby.
What's that?
COA, no, CO.
Certificate of Occupancy. COO.
Certificate of Occupancy.
Yes.
And then the enemy.
But yeah, so we're rocking and rolling. Tracy, you were there filming and getting some pictures of stuff. Bathroom's almost done. Lighting is all up. So
Looks
yeah,
good,
I mean we're just a few weeks away at this point. We have another special delivery that I think everyone on the call knows about, but hasn't been released yet. Maybe we can do a special sneak peek of that. It should be in around the time of the Dallas Card Show. So if we do any podcast content from the Dallas Card Show, maybe we can throw that in as well.
Yeah, there may be an installation reveal video around that time. It's all we'll say is that we're working with Corey and our friends at Show Your Slabs for something that is truly unique, and he says he's never done something like this before. So it's really it's gonna, not to be old man cliche, but it's gonna knock your socks off. No matter what kind of socks you wear, like tube socks or like running like no-show socks, dress socks, they're gonna get knocked off.
Hey, these next few episodes of the podcast are gonna be crazy with all these sneak peeks and stuff.
It's getting real, man. Like the vision is starting to be more overwhelming than I even thought it was going to be, in the best possible way. Speaking of overwhelming too, the Kentucky Roadshow is where it all started, the mothership in Lexington. And Trey was nice enough this week. He created like a segment for us on something that's exciting happening right next door to the Kentucky Roadshow. So let's play that piece right now.
So this signature is new, but this ball is not new. This is a game-used ball from the 1960s in the NBA. You can see the commissioner's Jack Kennedy, and I think he died in like 75. But this is Oscar Roberts' signature, came from his collection. But what is also new, other than this, is we are expanding into the place next door, and it is going to be full of museum pieces like this, a place to chill, trade nights, all that. Just, we've got so much at our shop. We get to move into next door, which is awesome, and pretty exciting stuff coming here at the Roadshow. And I can't wait to put all this out. Lord knows I got plenty of it, but we're going to do some special things next door, and we're just excited to announce it. So I'm going to see y'all here soon.
Hey everybody, this is Trey at the Kentucky Roadshow. We are so excited to announce that we are expanding next door on our Romney Road location. What's really going to be cool for me is going to be the original side. We're going to have so much more room for singles, all kinds of neat cards that we're going to be able to put out, more singles, tables, but also a lot of really cool museum stuff that's going to be moving to this location. So we're so excited this summer to have you guys in the expansion. It's going to be awesome.
Hey y'all, we're excited that the Kentucky Roadshow shop will be expanding to a location just next door, and it'll give us more room for folks to gather, more room for memorabilia to be displayed. It'll give us space for trade nights, and we're just excited to have everyone, when they're in town here in Lexington, to come check us out.
So Trey, that's pretty cool. Like the new shops that aren't open yet are doing build outs, but did you think at some point you would be doing a build out of something else at the same time the other 3 shops were going?
No, this was kind of something that just the opportunity was there when that lease came up for us to take over that spot. And it was just too perfect. The 3 of us, David, Jimmy, and I, it was just like, this feels right. This feels like the right time to do this, to expand, to put more of that museum stuff on when you come in, it'll be on the left side, 367 Romney Road. It just felt so right, so perfect for now. And I actually feel like one of the cool kids now getting to do build outs and to get to do it with Jimmy and Dave is just going to be awesome. The cool part is a lot of it's already finished. You probably saw it in that video.
Yeah.
It's so perfect already in there with the hardwood floors and the shelving. We're going to put couches in. Some of the stuff that is going to be in there we won't really talk about quite yet, but it's going to be awesome. It'll knock your socks off, Tracy.
Thank you. And I think you've always been one of the cool kids, Trey. So so that's awesome. Man, there's so much going on right now. It's so fun. What else? New releases are also going on in
Arguably the biggest release week of the year, in my opinion.
Huge
Yeah.
today. Today's massive release day.
It's going to be huge. National Treasures Football, perhaps you've heard of it, is live this week. We have Bowman and Bowman Jumbo, right? Live.
You had
We have-
Mosaic, La Liga, and Bundesliga tops, Donruss UFC,
Yep.
and I'm forgetting one more.
Court
Basketball,
Kings,
Court Kings.
Court Kings, yeah.
Court
Oh,
Kings.
is that-
Crown Royals next week. Court Kings is
Wow.
this
Today.
week. Yeah.
All today.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
That's
a
amazing.
lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. And it's cool to have weeks like this because you've really got the entire gamut covered. You've got basketball, you've got football, you've got soccer, you've got baseball, you've got mixed martial arts. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal for a one release week.
I don't think you could have many weeks that would compare to that,
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, so
especially with products of that caliber too. I mean, we're talking NT football Bowman on the
Yeah.
same
Bowman is awesome. We had some folks ripping in the shop. This is, in terms of design and checklist, one of my favorite Bowman sets that's been put out in a long time.
that's awesome. Well, we expect nothing less than record sales from Trey and the Kentucky Roadshow this week.
We got some big numbers in early on eBay too on some NT
Oh yeah.
RPAs. Yeah.
All right, we're going to our sabermetrics analyst,
Boom, boom.
Kevin
Kulakowski.
Kulikowski and
Or
Brock
just-
Here we go.
the guy
What's
who
the
pulls up
batting
the guy who
average of
pulls up
balls in play?
eBay.
Come on.
No, I'm not really a sabermetrics guy, but
Give us numbers, bro.
numbers, bro.
Sorry.
MC Sports Cards, as you saw, as I'm sure people on Instagram saw, in his first case, hit a Trevor Lawrence Stars and Stripes parallel RPA. That is up on eBay at the time of this recording, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. 4 days left. It is at $21,425.
crazy.
And then the other one, which is a more traditional here and encouraging, for a Mac Jones out of 99 napkin sheet. There is not a seam on this, nothing. This is just a plain white patch.
Yeah.
With 2 days left, it's at 12,100 already. So it's looking like those are going to be the two big guns out of the
How is
gate.
Micah Parsons doing, since this is some of his first really big RPAs? I'm gonna look him up right now.
That's a good question, Trey.
He may not be on card.
Let's see. No, it looks like it's Penn State. Sorry, he's on card for the Prodigy.
He has right now he has the Stars and Stripes out of 25 up. It's at $610 with 5 days left for it.
He's got one numbered to 10.
It's on card. It's a napkin.
He's got a
patch.
He's got a Stars and Stripes numbered to 10 with the entire half the star that's at 4K.
Dang.
With an hour and 51 minutes left.
Oh, I see that one.
Yeah. So I mean, you could realistically have a linebacker card if that gets to 5K. That's setting kind of a huge precedent that a defender can bring that kind of a money for an RPA.
Oh, we haven't even talked about haven't even talked about the draft if we're done with new releases.
Oh,
yeah,
we
does
can
anybody
do
have
whatever
anything
you-
further to contribute about any of those other?
I don't want
new
to talk
releases?
about the draft or things that actually happen around the draft or wide receivers.
Yeah, can we skip that one?
We don't have to
Did
talk
you know you guys?
Wait, the Jets had a good draft.
I don't care about
They
the Jets.
did.
I'm a
They
Titans
really
fan.
did.
The Jets had
You
an
guys
amazing
probably-
draft.
You got like 19 Jets helmets up in the background.
I worked for them for 4 years. I also have a Titans one back there too, right?
In between
There.
the Jets helmets.
I think the Titans upgraded at quarterback potentially.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's just
their
if he
current
needs a mentor,
quarterback,
he didn't
their
have
current
It
it.
ain't my job
quarterback
to
is ready to
mentor,
fight
though, I'll
him.
tell you that.
That's a sore subject. Speaking of draft, you guys probably didn't notice this because it went underreported in a lot of markets. But the Broncos didn't have a first round pick because I don't know if you know this, but they traded for Russell Wilson a few weeks back. So
Yeah. I didn't watch
I
the
heard
first
that-
round either.
I heard the Denver Broncos are considering changing their home jerseys color this year.
yeah, blue on blue, man, blue on
Mhm.
blue. I think that's a Russell Wilson thing. I don't know, but whatever Russell wants, I'm in. Let's do it.
I think Malik Willis is Russell Wilson 2.0, and we're
You
going to
think
move
so?
on after that.
What do y'all?
100%, but he doesn't have a mentor, so he's kind of
Well,
screwed.
that's
Well, I
what
mean,
was gonna
Russell
ask
Wilson
about.
had Matt Flynn.
Kurt Warner's tweet. Did you guys see that about the
Yes.
mentoring?
Yeah.
No, but I was going to ask y'all about that. Do y'all agree with Ryan Tannehill on that, or do you think that's being a bad teammate?
So I agree, like, with probably the sentiment of it, but I disagree. Like, if you get asked that question, you don't have to say, like, oh, I'm going to mentor this guy and I hope he becomes a Hall of Famer. You just say, I really hope that I have a good influence on him and we can work
Yeah.
together and really come out and be strong this season. Boom. Done. I just did that. Trey Huntsman of the Roadshow Roundup just did that.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill goes, I don't think it's my job to mentor him.
Yeah,
I am going to
Right.
agree with Ryan Tannehill because much like how I feel like I have to carry the weight on this podcast because we have a bunch of amateurs, I think it's not my job to make you
Makes
guys
it
better
shots
podcasters, right? Like it is
No,
what
but-
it is. And
but look at it in these terms, though. Like, is it Trey's job to mentor Dante to be a better shop manager, shop owner?
Yeah.
yeah, but Dante is not coming to, like with the goal
Correct.
of getting getting Trey
Is-
fired.
Trey.
If Trey's good enough, then he has nothing to worry about.
Isn't he?
But when
though,
your
the-
contract comes up, I mean,
I will say
Don't-
this,
don't-
like, I don't know, like Tannehill, also the age of 33, like, how much
He's got
longer
plenty
is
of
he
time.
realistically going to be a starting QB in the NFL?
I'll
Well, it
also
depends if
say-
you're asking Tom Brady or if you're asking Geno Smith. Like,
So I'm
Oh,
asking
here's-
noodle arm Tannehill over here, like, who just
I
threw
don't
3
think that's-
picks and
I
lost
don't
when
think that's
Burrow
an
got
approved
sacked
nickname.
9 times.
stop. Ryan Tannehill is very upset about that loss, apparently. Like, very upset. It hit him really hard.
I like that he said it because I think that 95% of NFL players, that's how they
Think it.
actually feel about it.
Hmm.
And I always prefer players to be honest. And I think that we get a lot better content and a lot better feel of the game as like fans from players being honest and upfront. I think that it would do more for the sport if more players were like more open and honest about how they actually felt about it, as opposed to just like giving answers that we've all heard 100 times over.
I disagree a little bit though, because I feel like in that position of leadership as the face of the franchise, yes, it kind of is your job to mentor him. As
Right.
one of the leaders on the team, yes, it is your responsibility to mentor and help people and especially encourage people who just joined the team and give them a solid precedent. Like, you don't want him now. That's probably going to have,
You don't need to hold his hand.
well, exactly. But
No,
to say I'm not going to mentor that guy. I mean, that's not a great way to start that relationship, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what the
He
relationship
very clearly
is like,
doesn't
but-
want there to be a relationship, though.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, he
it's-
did
But-
say he did call him and like congratulate him after he got drafted and everything.
that's
So
good,
it's
'cause I
not
was
like
gonna
he
say-
hates the kid.
Right. I'll say if he goes down, you want someone who you have a good relationship to fill in for.
No, I took Ryan Tannehill's comments more directed at the organization, not directed
Yeah.
at Malik.
correct. Right.
Okay.
Right.
I do think there was a lot of out of context out of
Yeah.
it. It just got me really excited because it's getting me really excited for the moment he's not the quarterback anymore. in Tennessee.
I mean,
Yeah, like
look,
that-
as a Titans fan, I've said this, and I said this to Trey. Like, Ryan Tannehill, in where we currently stand with what the AFC looks like, Ryan Tannehill is not a good enough quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
You can win with him, but you'll never win because of him.
Right. And it's almost like, look, okay, if you look at like, and I'll go to the example of the other helmets floating around in the background there, right? When the New York Jets went to back-to-back AFC championships with Mark Sanchez as their quarterback, right?
Sanchez.
Nobody is over here saying let's build the entire future around Sanchez. They just had a Super Bowl caliber defense, right? But it still wasn't enough to put them over the hump. And it's like, even if you have a Super Bowl caliber defense, like, you're not stopping the AFC this year. Like, it is just firepower on firepower. And so, like, I think I wanted the Titans to just get rid of Tannehill. And so as a Titans fan, I'm encouraged that they're looking to the future at least a little bit, and they're looking to the future in a low risk situation, right? It's not that great of a draft pick if he's a bust, but like, there is nothing to be excited about when it comes to Ryan Tannehill. And I think him being the primary fact why the Titans, as the number 1 seed, crapped the bed and lost that game to the Bengals, like, don't come out now and be like, I'm hot and you know, the big man on campus here. Like, you're the reason they lost that game. Like, just maybe chill out a little bit, you know?
Yeah, and he's still going to be thrown to AJ Brown. I mean, it's no, he's not. But I'll say,
yeah, that's not funny. He's in my division now.
I know.
AJ Brown, Julio Jones. He could throw. Wait, no, okay, not Julio either.
Unfortunately, I think the Giants, Eagles, and the Jets had the 3 best drafts potentially in all the NFL.
I agree with Cody.
Will find a way to mess it up.
Yeah, they will. They always do.
Cowboys had the worst pick. That kid he's going to be a bust.
They were going to pick him. They were going to pick him no matter what.
Yeah.
Their first 3 picks, they were so locked in on who they were picking. The reason why it bothers me so much is because I saw it with TJ Watt, and TJ Watt just sitting there staring us in the face to take just ours for the taking. And we take Taco Charlton, who plays like 12 snaps for us. And
Taco.
He's really tall though, so that helps.
He is. That's
cool
good.
name.
For the record, I agree with Cody in that it is refreshing to hear somebody be so candid about their response. But I've always been like a team first guy, and if it's my job to lead the team, it's also my job to try to make those around me better, especially the guy who might be backing me up and I might get injured. So I need him to be as ready. I know he's not a coach. I get that. It's not his job to make sure Malik Willis is ready on day 1, but I think you owe it to your team to lead by example and show him things by example, even if you don't want to be his mentor.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, but I think Malik Willis has a high upside, and I think he could be one of the most collected players in the draft.
Oh, speaking of quarterbacks, a question for the guys. You know, you guys obviously with your experience with the card companies and stuff. Just a side thought. I was curious if having all of the players draft, all of the like quarterbacks drafted in the later rounds and the lower picks, does that have anything to do with their cards production? So like the amount of cards that will be made for these certain players? Because, for example, like I've noticed with Derek Carr, he was drafted in the 2nd round. He doesn't have a rookie flawless auto, or he doesn't have certain cards that the higher picks do, right? And he's a 2nd round quarterback.
So the reason for that, I think, were there like 4 quarterbacks taken before him or something like that?
That was Bridgewater, Bortles, Mansell.
Yeah. But that year, Derek Carr was supposed to be at the shoot, but he had, I think, either a graduation or a wedding he attended, so he didn't go to the shoot. So he wasn't there that year, and I think they tried to do the best they could with like a rescheduling the shoot or a shoot. Kind of like Christian McCaffrey, he wasn't at the rookie photo shoot, but they did an individual shoot with him at some high school stadium and wherever.
That's very interesting.
But it's
He also wasn't a case hit, right? I don't think.
no, I don't think so. Now, I'm quite certain Panini did a standalone shoot with Derek, but I don't know why he wouldn't have Flawless in that case, right?
He
Unless
has
he-
some dated jerseys for like absolute like tools of the trade. It tells you the day that he wore the jersey, so I'm sure that they had a shoot with
Oh,
him.
then they did, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But it was a weird draft, and maybe for the first time that I can remember, where there was really no exciting skill position players taken.
I want to say ESPN said it was like the first draft in like 18 or 19 years where a quarterback didn't go in the top 15 picks or something.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know if I'm getting how long of a gap it was, but it was crazy.
Who was the first skill position guy taken? I should know that.
London.
Yeah, Drake London.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But to go to Ryan's question, it shouldn't really have any.
By the way.
Or Justin's question, it shouldn't. Thanks for clarifying for
Yes,
for me
absolutely.
and our
You're
listeners.
very welcome. Cody Krim at the Texas Roadshow.
Yeah, it shouldn't have any effect on the production of the cards, but what it's going to for sure have an impact on, and mark it down, and we can revisit this, is outside of like Malik Willis becoming the starter, like Tannehill tears another ACL for like the ninth time in his career, and he
Okay,
becomes the starter
Kevin, stop that.
and gets off to a crazy hot start, or Kenny Pickett getting off to a really hot start. Like, barring something crazy like that happening, it's really going to affect the box values and the product values. Like, I texted my brother during the draft, and I was like, he wasn't really in cards in like the Geno Smith, like the Geno Smith draft back in the day.
EJ
Like,
Manuel.
2013.
I think box prices, not that they're going to be that low just because we have so many people in the hobby now that we didn't have in 2013. But I think box prices are going to be similar to that. Like, it's going to be a big drop off from, you look at the quarterback classes we've had over the past 2 years, especially 3 years. If you go back and you count the Kyler Murray class, and then the class before that was Josh Allen. The class before that was Pat Mahomes. Class before that was Dak. Like, we've had this run of crazy draft classes for quarterbacks, and that's played a part in like why the product has been up, and I think that we're going to see that go the opposite direction for football this year.
So you might want to stock up on this year's wax while you can, because
at the Roadshow shops across the country.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talking about 2022,
No, this
No,
year.
2021.
2021.
Yeah, the one that's still coming out now.
And the last couple of years we've seen with Jamar and then with Jefferson, so many wide receivers, their prices actually catching up, not all the way to quarterbacks, but to like heights that we've never seen for skill guys. I mean, what if Garrett Wilson's out here killing it for the New York market? Like, are we going to see wide receivers bring it up more?
Well, I think there's that potential for sure.
That was thumbs down to Garrett Wilson, not your opinion, Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, brother.
No, I think seasons like Jamar had and Jalen had to a lesser extent really does open that possibility up that more receivers will get more love in the hobby. The really interesting thing for me to see is nobody hated this draft more probably than the Panini America NFL product developers, right? Because they need high caliber, high quality, preferably big school, big name skill position players, ideally quarterbacks going up early. Not a bunch of defensive linemen or trench guys on either side of the ball. So the thing that I'm really curious, and I think I know the answer, but will we see more defensive linemen at the rookie photo shoot this year? I would be shocked if we did.
I was going to say, I can tell you the answer. It's a no.
Yeah, I would be shocked if we did, but you might see a few more just because of how heavy a role they played in the first 10 picks of the draft.
I mean, Hutchinson and Kayvon have to be there, right? Like
you would think, but
like those two guys, their personalities are huge. They come from pretty big football schools.
I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of like the last offensive player to be at a photo shoot.
One of the Bosas, right?
Bosas.
Yeah.
Was
Bosa
Quinnen
was
Williams?
2019.
Was Quinnen Williams at one?
No.
Both Boses, I think, were there. Von Miller was there. Marcel Darius was there the Von Miller year.
Clowney was there too.
What's this going to do for collegiate NFL, like collegiate football products? Like
because look at where the quarterbacks come from this year.
Liberty,
like it's not like you have a USC, Ohio State. You have
Liberty, Pitt,
Liberty, North Carolina, Cincinnati, and Ole Miss.
It's going to be really interesting to see who they make case hits to, because like Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, you can make those guys case hits. You start getting in some of these like 4th and 5th rounders. It's like, man, I don't know.
Right.
It's going to be crazy to watch how they handle it, because it's going to be a different kind of beast altogether. And the rookie photo shoot, I think, is coming up, next week or week after?
It's exciting in a way. I mean, you know, there's like almost like changes coming for the hobby, and like just the cards, like, or at least another, like a different kind of wave where we have all the non-skill players. I think it's interesting.
So it will be interesting to see if Hutchinson and all of these other defensive trench guys are going to be more prevalent at the rookie photo shoot.
And Tracy, why won't there be a first round Bronco? Why I forget.
Oh, you probably didn't get this part of it, but a little before the draft, the Broncos traded a bunch of draft picks to the Seahawks. They got Russell Wilson, quarterback.
Really?
Super Bowl winning quarterback. Yeah. Would you rather have an autograph from Joe Montana, Hannah Montana, or French Montana?
French Montana, easy.
Dual auto, Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus.
What about a duel of Hannah Montana and French Montana that says the more Montana, the better?
No.
Transfer portal. That's it. I'm out.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hashtag Montana Mania.
Oh, I would
Montaniacs.
say Hannah Montana because she's going to sell for more.
Yeah.
I would
and she's
rather have
got
a Miley Cyrus auto signed as Hannah
You
Montana.
say she's hotter? Yeah,
Yeah.
she is hotter than Joe Montana and French Montana. That is correct.
No offense to French or Joe.
No.
Either. I mean, just
It's all
from
love
my-
for those two gentlemen.
Yeah, like from my preference, like, yeah, Hannah. Hannah's also it's also a palindrome. Did you know that?
Hannah Montana.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So's race car.
Yes, that's
So
true.
is kayak.
So is Taco Cat.
Really?
Believe it. Just look it up.
What? In the
That's your new
world?
nickname, Tracy. Tracy Taco Cat Hackler.
Yeah, well, Cody mentioned Taco Charlton earlier. It got me thinking.
Sure.
Taco Charlton.
This is the kind of content you don't get anywhere else.
No, that's
for
right.
sure.
Find and bleep that part out, Ryan. It'll be funny. Whenever the people on the ticket start talking too much about like pop culture or like music or the stuff,
That's good.
the real geek will always try to bring it back to sports, and so they play that.
Third.
Speaking of bringing it back to sports, though, an event that will inevitably, undoubtedly have strong impact on rookie card values and trading card values in general, the NBA playoffs. They're going on right now. We're in the semifinals of both conference tournaments.
I thought you were talking about the Met Gala.
The Met Gala.
That does have a great value on rookie cards too, though.
At Citi Field.
Yes. Guys,
yeah.
the Mets for the first time this season didn't win a series. They split. They didn't lose a series, but they didn't win it. And it was against Jimmy's Atlanta Braves, who I hate. And if Jimmy's listening, I hate Atlanta Braves.
Hate such a strong word, Kevin.
I can't help the way that I feel inside. My heart is the same color as the
you can
walls
lie
in
about
my
it, though.
shop. Black.
Yeah, you don't have to hide the way you feel inside, but you can just lie about it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you feel a certain way,
But then I wouldn't be
Well, we
me.
want you to be truthful, just like Ryan Tannehill.
But then I wouldn't be me.
It's true.
Be mad.
No.
Anyway, the NBA playoffs have been great, Tracy. To circle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, not the Met Gala. That wasn't great, but
The Mets
with the
Gala.
NBA playoffs,
Yeah, the fact that Brooklyn was swept was incredible.
pretty
like
crazy.
incredible, like shocking, or incredible,
Yeah,
like
like
good.
very
Like which
shocking, yeah.
Yeah, like pretty shocking. And now you've got big time players missing games. And Embiid, I mean, that could change the whole
they're about to be
outlook
down
for-
2-0.
for Philly. Well, they
They
and
won.
then they won one, right? It's
Correct.
1-1 now.
It is
Right?
1-1.
They won the first game.
Nope, they won the second game.
They won the second game.
That just happened today, or is
Nope,
that the third game already?
Last night.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast, Kevin.
Oh, geez, my bad.
I feel like
It's
my
all right.
mic wasn't working there.
Who's playing now? Getting waxed. Somebody.
It's who is it tonight? It's
That would be the Suns. That's
no,
who
the
that's
Sixers.
The
The
Heat are up
Sixers
by
are getting
17.
waxed right now. I was right.
you were.
No, yeah, no.
Oh
all you
no, we're
guys are
talking
wrong.
Boston.
Oh, we were definitely wrong there.
You were
Way to
100%
go,
wrong.
Kevin.
Embiid out 2 games. This is
Yeah.
the second game. Miami is winning by like almost 20 with 4 minutes left.
106 to 94 right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
my
12
TV's
points.
a little back, but whatever.
I've got him at
Almost 20
89.
minutes
Can I
left.
still bet that?
Yeah, I got him at 89, 106 or
Yeah,
106,
I've got a
89.
106.94 right now with 3:45 left. You're right, Kevin. We owe you an apology, bro. I
Kevin, I'm
apologize.
sorry.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Just Embiid about to be down 2-0, or the Embiidless Sixers about to be down
Yeah.
2-0
Yep.
to a
And then,
team that I still don't know if they're good or not. Like,
Who?
is Miami?
All you have to do is be good enough.
They're like the least flashy good team I've ever seen.
Tyler
That's
Hero.
okay, though. That's okay. It doesn't always have to be flashy.
Yeah, but chicks dig the long ball.
I know, but
You just got to make
Well-
sure you ding those corners when you're running the bases.
no. Yeah, I know. You just barely touch them. You
Right.
barely
Just
touch them. Yeah.
gentle on your feet.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. And then
Otherwise
following.
the dog's going to be barking.
If
yeah,
you're not gentle
they
on your
will.
feet, your dogs will be barking. Confirmed.
And then so after game 2 of Heat Sixers, we go into game 2 later tonight, actually, with Suns Mavericks.
Best team in the league, the Mavericks.
Cody, how we feeling tonight going into game 2?
Yeah, that's a good question. Both Kevin, your son's named after Luca.
Mhm.
Cody loves Luca and the Mavericks. How you guys feeling after game 1?
I'll let Cody go first.
I'm feeling like I'm going to leave our Kentucky group chat pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, there's a strong Booker contingent.
Yeah,
It's
strong
just-
Booker contingent. And
I
I used to
have a
like,
hard time competing
Here's-
against that Great Dane. I'll tell you that.
here's the thing. I used to like Devin Booker, and then he started playing with Chris Paul, and it just makes me dislike the guy. I don't know if that's a like if you're playing with Chris Paul, I don't like you. Like that's I used to like a lot Jay Crowder. Used to love Jay Crowder. Like
Well, he's
now
a
he's
Bible.
like
He
out
was
here
the
trying
man.
to- and then they're like trying to end Maxi Kleber's career last night. Like
I think
Well-
it's funny how everybody is rah sis boom bah about the Warriors, right? Everybody in the group chat rallying around the channels and the Warriors, and then everybody is just throwing shade at the Mavericks, and it's taking years off of Cody's life. I'm concerned, and I think, look, I'll say this, right? Encouraging thing: Mavericks made a run at the end of game 1, made
Yeah,
it
they
a
did.
closer game than it should have been. Were the Suns trying as hard? Who knows, right? But okay, cool. The other thing that I will say is the Suns hit so many circus shots in game 1, either late in shot clocks or shots that
Couldn't
clinked off
believe
the rim 3 or 4 times before going in. Like, I don't know. Look, they're a very good basketball team. I think Dallas is going to make this a series.
I hope so.
Brunson and Spencer Dunwitty need to step up and score some points.
I don't think that's an approved nickname either. I don't.
Fair.
I don't think that's. But you're right. I think
Right,
it really.
like the supporting cast, Luca will continue to be Luca. Luca will continue to dazzle, but the Suns are able to, because they're such a good team, throw so many different defensive looks at him that as the series goes longer, which hopefully it goes nice and long, you know, I think the supporting staff needs to step up. Like they really do. There's no.
But
ifs,
you
ands,
don't
or
hope
buts
it
about
goes nice. But you don't hope it goes nice and long though, because as a Mavericks fan, you want it to end in 5 games, and the Mavs win in 5, right?
I mean, yes, but like we got to be kind of realistic here. Like the Suns are a very good man. Like DeAndre
They are.
Ayton is literally playing like he wants Brinks trucks to be backed up to his house when this
that's gonna
season is
happen.
over.
That's
And
gonna
that's
happen.
gonna happen. And I kind of hope the Mavericks are the team who does it.
When is
Like
that going to happen to his card prices though?
It's
never,
not.
because he's a big man.
Yeah, big man.
See
They don't-
every
Price
big
prison
man who
rookies
has
for $3.
ever played not named Zion.
Yeah, like Giannis
Gian-
doesn't
I
play
guess-
like a big man. Giannis plays like a 2 guard.
Kevin Durant, right?
Right. So
What about Shaq?
Shaq's
Yeah.
expensive. You can get a Shaq autograph for like
He's not-
$35.
what if
I
your
don't-
dad signs the Shaq autograph? Is it
That's
still
not true, for the record.
What is the? Hold on.
If you find me a Panini certified Shaq auto for $35, send it to me. I want to buy
Yeah,
one.
hook me up.
Well, you buy it first and then I send it to you, or do I have to send it to you first and then you buy it?
I mean,
I'll send you the PayPal.
he's not
Then
super
what?
expensive. I'm just saying, like, he's also not $30.
I obviously $30 is a gross exaggeration.
What about
But
Bill Russell?
Hyperbole. That's hyperbole.
Bill Russell used to be super cheap.
you can get a Shaq, you can get a Shaq autograph for $120.
Yeah.
What about Bill Russell?
I don't think you can get one for Bill under 6.
No, Bill Russell. All right, fine.
He's
Cody,
like, yeah,
way to
at
poke
least
holes in my
$500.
name. Any big man.
What about Wilt Chamberlain?
He's dead.
George
Okay.
Mikan.
What about Kareem?
Kareem's
pretty
autos are
affordable.
not as expensive as they
Yeah, he's
should
pretty
be.
affordable.
I feel like.
He's more expensive than Magic.
Is
Oh,
Magic's like
Magic.
$120 for.
Now that's
Magic
also because
signs
Magic is
No.
also undervalued, but
You'll never believe it's not.
Tracy, what are your
so.
picks for UFC this weekend?
That's a great segue.
oh, we haven't
Trey.
got into UFC. That's good. That's good, Trey. Good
You
stuff.
going
So-
Gaethje?
The main event, UFC 274. I really like Justin Gaethje. He's so much fun to watch. I really want him to beat Charles Oliveira, although I've got nothing against Oliveira. He's a classy dude. He's paid his dues, been in the game a long, long time. Finally won the title in beating Michael Chandler. He defended the title against Dustin Poirier, which I thought was impressive. My heart is really rooting for Justin Gaethje, but Oliveira, you can't really deny what he's done and how many ways he can win. But I'm holding out hope for Justin Gaethje. And then his teammate, Rose Namajunas, is fighting Carla Esparza in the co-main. I'm hoping Justin Gaethje's teammate, Rose, keeps her title. And then that third fight, Chandler and Ferguson, that's
gonna be
going to be
wild.
it's going to be a bloodbath, bro.
What about Cowboy? Cowboy's on there too.
How about
Cowboy
you doing Matt
Cerrone-
Schnell?
Yeah, Matt Schnell comes on. He's on the prelims. Cowboy is fighting another longtime legend, Joe Lozon. Lozon's and Cowboy been in this game way, way long time. So that could be kind of a legends type fight where I don't know what I think, because Lozon is awesome. Cerrone's on. I like both those guys, but I think they're a little bit long in the tooth. I think Cerrone's lost like 5 or 6 fights in a row, which if he wasn't Cowboy, he probably wouldn't have a contract anymore. And then Matt Schnell, yeah, we love Matt Schnell. He's a friend of the hobby. He's a friend of the Roadshow. He's been on the Texas Roadshow YouTube channel. Joined us for a box break of UFC Immaculate a while back. Such a nice dude. And maybe we'll have him on as a special guest soon on the Roadshow Roundup.
I'm just saying he's a sneaky pick for that one. He's like plus
He is.
like 250 or 300 right now. Like
Yeah, and he's been
Sneaky
scratched from 2 cards in a row. now.
2 in a row, yeah.
his
I
mom
really-
passed away,
And his
I
last
think, on the
actual
last
in-ring
one.
fight went down ended up going as a no decision because that guy failed a drug test or something.
Yeah, and he didn't make weight either, which is
No.
crap, because Schnell did make weight, and then they said his heart rate was sped up But the fight before, Cody, I think the one you're talking about, his opponent didn't make weight, so he had to fight a guy that was way heavier on short notice. And so, yeah. But
Did
we
you
need
see-
Matt Snell to win.
Did you see the July 2nd fight card that was
Yes.
leaked?
That will be insane.
Is that's not John Jones, is it?
No, it's Adesanya and Cannonier.
Oh, Jared Cannonier, yeah. That could be a good fight.
Hamzat and Nate Diaz.
Ooh.
Murphy and Tate.
Lerone Murphy and Misha Tate and Lauren Murphy.
And I can't tell who. I think it's Munoz. Anyway,
Yeah.
John O'Malley is fighting on that card.
Oh,
too.
wow.
So
Wow.
this will be one of his biggest fights of his career. So,
Dude, that card is
Exciting stuff.
wow. It's so yeah, all you guys are welcome at the Hackler House this weekend to watch some UFC if you want to.
we'll all have to fly there.
Okay, that's fine.
I
That's
call
fine.
dibs sitting next to Bronco.
Hey, you got it. He'll love that. He'll
Hey, well,
Bronco will change your life, man. Well, listen, you guys know I love y'all. And we hope you watching and listening, we hope you know that we all love you. And we have so much excitement coming in the next few weeks. Just stay tuned and buckle up. Stay tuned, buckle up, and we love you.
Buckle. I thought you said knuckle. I'm
I
ready.
thought he said Bucky up. That's what I thought he said.
Yeah. Sponsorship opportunities, Bucky's call. Or Kevin. We love you.
Culture-
We'll see you
culture
next
racing.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
See you
thanks for
guys.
watching.